Welcome to Unique and Unapologetic. Tara, how y'all doing, beautiful queens and some kings? How y'all doing, beautiful queens and handsome kings? Give people a few minutes to get up in here. Hey, beautiful queens, handsome kings. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hey, hey, hey. I'm good. How y'all doing, beautiful queens and handsome kings? How y'all doing tonight? Hey. Now, let me start here and say this, beautiful queens and handsome kings. I say this all the time, but I said this a few live videos ago. Don't just put on subscribe to me. Put on your bell of alarm. I told you my guys have told me there's going to be times that really don't. Look, Lord just gave me a sign, just came on with DMX and Tupac. Y'all better get that sign, put that alarm on when there's certain lives that come on, beautiful queens and handsome kings, okay? Because last night was me that erased the videos, beautiful queens and handsome kings. I'm going to tell you why. I was led to erase the video last night. Now, I don't want to leave no beautiful queen and handsome king out. But if you was there, you was there. If you're supposed to be, because I told you to do your alarm. And the way my guys explained it to me was, y'all know sometimes Unique be running her mouth with sacred and benevolent. Thank you, beautiful. Information, right? And they said we all between each other can share sacred and benevolent messages, but they cannot be borrowed. I know they hear somebody say, you get what I'm saying, you know. And I was also telling her last night that it was kind of too sacred. They said it wasn't a reading last night. It was like a royal meeting, and what else am I supposed to say about that? Pretty much, it wasn't just about. It was a more protection thing. It was a more protection thing. Okay. So beautiful queens and handsome kings. You know, we share. You know, unique. Sometimes I start sharing it. I ain't ashamed or scared to sharing what, but like they said, benevolent and sacred messages can be shared between us, but they're not supposed to be borrowed. That's how I heard. So erase it. All right, beautiful queens and handsome kings. I do know there's some kind of crooked ass FBI cop guard or something that's finna go down. They're gonna be embarrassed. They're gonna be embarrassed. But let me give y'all this. I get asked this a lot about your inheritance theft and your property theft. And I finally got some legal information to tell beautiful queens and handsome kings how for us to go in the process of getting our money and property back. First, you got to hire a probate lawyer, beautiful queens and handsome kings. After you hire a probate lawyer, you have to second have that lawyer put in file for discoveries. Now, this discoveries is for if a lot of people have when you have elder people or they know somebody's sick, you know, a black widow will illegally change the will. Because I heard, man, they could even get papers off of motherfucking internet to just get a signature, right? Um, so the discovery is for them to discover what was the will, what was the last will that was put into court, but it's also a discovery of any wills, because you know when they wills sometimes any will that was wrote before that one, the discovery is going to find that will too. So they can change it if they want to at the last minute. All right. Also, the discovery is for probate. You know, probate lawyers for you to fight anything, but probate is also, you know, we've all talked about identity fraud. Why the fuck am I echoing? Hello? I don't know why I'm echoing in my own damn house. Because I wasn't echoing at the beginning of this video. But oh well, let them record it. Let them understand that we legally know how to protect ourselves, beautiful queens and handsome kings. Okay, let me go back. Now, the probate is to identity fraud. And remember, we have talked about, got channel messages of people going to court as us, right? Probate, they look at the probate too of if anybody went to court as you and forfeit your money, property, or land. They also look at it as if anybody went to court and have a fake power of attorney of you, beautiful queens and handsome kings, so that's how some of them, how 111's on there, how some of these bitter bitches, bitter bums, lover, family, friend, business was able to get bank accounts in our name and their name is because they got fake ass power of attorneys on us. That's why they was trying to put shit in your food and drink to make you go hallucinate or go crazy, because a lot of them had, you know, help saying that you was mentally unstable. That's why they got power of attorney of you. Okay? Then it says the third thing. Make sure you have your lawyer put in after the discovery, you wanted to go to jury trial. Because jury trial is, when it goes to jury trial, it's going to not only investigate family, lover, friends, and but it's going to investigate any other lawyer that was working with the people, you know what I'm saying? What else is it called? The accounting. It will investigate the estates. Yeah, because it says primary. So yeah, pretty much it's going to find out who the primary beneficiary are. It's going to do an internal form, like the police do a internal investigation. That discovery is going to do an internal investigation on everybody, family members, lawyers, anybody that could be legally involved, anybody. Discovery with changes, probate, and like I said, change without you knowing. Probate, there's a lot of people that went to probate court that act like they was you or act like they had power of attorney. They also said do not be they said, the lawyer said it could be, they use our kids, they use our family, they use our neighbors, they even use church. They said, the lawyer said that it's not as surprising as we think it is about people taking our money and our property. It's just more surprising that they are turning to black widows and trying to harm us for speaking out about them taking our money and property. Hope that helps, because I get asked that question all the time and I didn't know how to answer that question without, you know, finding out myself. legal ways. Raw brought it to me. So that meant I was supposed to share it, right? Right. Some bitter bitches and bitter bond finna be embarrassed like a motherfucker. Because it's finna come some discoveries out. It's finna come some discoveries out. Mm-hmm. I know people. The people that they know. This is to help us beautiful queens and handsome kings start. We've already planted our seeds of healing and stepping in our life purpose. This is part of it. This is part of it. But I understand why it's coming to us now and not at the beginning. We had to be grounded emotionally and spiritually for these steps. You know what I'm saying? Because discoveries, hey, intuitively we know a lot. But when that shit hits the fan, Okay. I love it. Again. We'll have another. I love you, beautiful queens and handsome kings. Like, shit. And I know I said, y'all, I was going to take notes to speak about what we were speaking about yesterday. But naturally, y'all know if they told me to erase the video, right? And, okay, my guy said, give me this example. Give everybody this example. For every benevolent, beautiful queen and handsome king up in here to foe. The first thing I seen, because we went deep last night, right? The first thing I seen when I woke up this morning was the ISIS assassin that was playing like ISIS over there committed suicide today. If that don't mean, if that's not confirmation, if that wasn't confirmation about what the hell we was talking about fakes and foes committing, so they better take the heat, raw through them one more bone. They cannot replace spirituality. And I also, y'all gotta understand, royal blood ain't just Egyptian. I talk Egyptian because I know that's where I come from. But remember, royal blood is Liberian. It is shaman. You know, there's more than one royal. Stand in your power. You know who you are. But if now you see why they said erase it, right? Now you see why they said, my beautiful queens and handsome kings, that everything can be shared. But if that wasn't confirmation that any fake, it don't matter, whatever your royal blood is, anybody that's thinking that they gonna take your spirituality or get away with taking your money or property, they committing motherfucking, they committing suicide. And the bomb is sticking on their ass. Hello, Dominique. Welcome. Welcome, every beautiful queen and handsome king. Yeah. No. Thank you. Game over. That's all I heard. You know, them motherfuckers thought they was playing motherfucking real life, and they finding out they was playing the Nintendo game. Yeah, me. Hey, karma is real, baby. Hey. Look. Bored and surprised. You got bored with those bitter bitches and bitter bums tactics. So you got bored with it. You get bored with it. Come on now. They're the only ones that think nobody can see through they bitter bitches and bitter bum masters, right? The only ones. You get bored. You wake up and go to sleep knowing they always gonna be bitter bitches and bitter bums. That shit is boring for them to ever think that they can trick a beautiful queen or handsome king that they've healed without giving your money, property back, or giving you evidence to turn in any bitter bitch or bitter bum that was trying to harm you, right? I mean, come on now. Come on now. That's like somebody said, beautiful queen and handsome. Come on now, just forgive me. I know I was trying to kill you, but you're still alive, ain't you? Surprise! Surprise! Raw surprise in their ass. They didn't think. God is sitting their ass down. They didn't think healing. I always say, it ain't about proving what we know. It's healing from what we know. And look, I always say, beautiful queens and handsome kings, when you heal, look how evidence just falls in your lap. I don't know why I heard this in the Libra video one time too. They tricked me. Woo. They tricked me. Yeah, people tell on themselves. Look, they frustrated. We started with somebody finna be embarrassed. They frustrated because you bored with their tactics. And when you bored with their tactics, we don't feed the monsters. We destroy them. We're raw black. We don't feed the monsters. We destroy the monsters. They say at every zoo, don't feed or put your hand in the cage of the animals. They're frustrated. Because you got bored with their tactics. You got bored with the smear campaigns. You got bored with them calling our employees, whether you go to a job that's 9 to 5, 7 to 3, 8 to 2, 11 to 7, or you got a platform, beautiful queens and handsome kings, and they doing, they do y'all like they do unique. Throwing stones and hiding their hands, trying to report my channel because I am unveiling that they stole our money, our property, and they are truly putting spiritually and physical hits out on us. Oh, we got to shut her up. Oh, we got to go in the comments and, that's why I tell you, beautiful queens and handsome kings, stand your ground. We don't have no monitors in here because we know if somebody arguing with somebody, that's them teamed up. Let's get up in the comments and argue with each other so we can get her, her comments taken down, or we can get her. That's all a tactic. That's why we don't feed into it. We bored with that shit. Scare tactics, you know what I'm saying? Doing stuff around our house or following us, or they need our emotions again. Thank you. Thank everybody for being here, listening. Thank everybody for super chat. They need us to be sad, mad, upset, so they can tap back into. They can't bind themselves. I was saying this to a beautiful queen too. Some of us didn't even realize, you know what I'm saying, that we was getting into relationships, whether it was physical abuse, sexual abuse, or bisexual relationships, because we had bitter bitches and bitter bums bonding themselves. You had bitter bitches and bitter bums binding themselves to you that was like that. Yeah. So look, they're embarrassed. Because now there's somebody legally curious. It's somebody legally curious. Disclosure, legally curious. So hold up. Something don't add up. What you mean? How do somebody got fake custody of somebody's child? I don't believe in coincidence. I was wanting to say power of attorney, but we even gonna find out, beautiful queens and handsome kings, somebody then got fake custody of one of our goddamn kids. Look, at the end, beautiful queens and handsome kings, we're gonna be thankful. But they didn't want it. They wanted to, they wanted to keep on pulling strings so they could, get us out of character, to try to act like we wasn't kind or we wasn't in our right mind, right? Yeah. They thought they could confuse us to act out of character because they've already confused the legals. Ooh, want me to shut up? Because they didn't confuse the legal system. Somebody upset. They confused. I can't be shut up. They don't have that authority. Girlie stepped in full power, baby. It's a wrap. Why they do they self like that? Hey. I don't even know what you said. I'm shocked something. Yeah, I said it. Well, I had to erase it. You know what? I did say I was going to have to repeat it again. Bitter bitches and bitter bums don't believe they have a God complex. But you didn't ask to be a chosen one, beautiful queens and handsome kings. Raw chose you. God chose you. It ain't like you signed up to be a chosen one. But those bitter bitches and bitter bums are going to have to recognize they do have a God complex because they chose to sign up to play God, to bind themselves to your gift, to block your gift, to try to blind your gift, to try to take away your gift, to try to steal your abundance and then block your abundance, to try to keep you emotionally distracted or harm, or try to spiritually kill you physically or spiritually. They chose to say they got a God complex. God made you a chosen one, but they don't understand they got a God complex. Being they chose to play God in your life and dictate what kind of gifts and how you supposed to use your gifts. And God chose you? Okay. Okay. And then, sure, you can't make this shit up. Can't make this shit up. It's evidence. Curiosity. Writer's block. Ooh. They thought they was going to keep it secret. They thought we was never going to find out legally how to get our shit back. They thought we were just going to be in here having royal meetings talking about the shit. Nope. Boom. God chose to continue to let us be chosen ones and to choose to heal together, to step in our life purpose together, to have royal parties together. See the difference between those bitter bitches and bitter bums? Hey, this is a royal goddamn ceremony, right? Everybody know from day one since I've been speaking. Thank you. I've never asked anybody to join my motherfucking castle. All I've asked was all beautiful queens and handsome, can your royal party come to my royal party? That's it. That's it. Now it's time for the peasants to clean up the shit. It's time. It's time. They the one chose to come up together. Oh, let's still beautiful queen and handsome king's castle. Not guess what? They not shamans. They motherfucking too many Indians want to be the chief and still can't be the motherfucking chiefs. That's grandmaster chiefs in it. Baby, don't let me go there. I said I wasn't going to preach on this one. Okay. Oh my God. You know what? I'm finna fall the fuck out. Whoa! Sarah Slide examines this tarot card and finds Grissom on the... It said a tarot card reader was going to bring the shit out. Read that shit. Can you read it? Can you read it? Chosen one. It was always chosen for wrong to bring their asses down through these tarot. You can't make this shit. Does it not say fucking tarot card? Unique don't know what she's talking about. God didn't choose her to be speaking about. Let's report her page. God didn't choose her to speak about telling the truth about us stealing money and property and trying to set somebody up. Boom. Hot. No, Ross said he tired of they fake ass tactics. Surprise! Message! Baby, I can't. Woo! Learns the research that the cards have dual meanings. So, while they was reporting my page or whoever else page out there, there's been a lawyer or a detective or police officer that got curious about tarot readings and then did some motherfucking investigation. And it says, learns through research that cards have dual meanings. Learning through research that, damn, what she said does go with those cards. Oh! Woo! Swear to God, we didn't. Y'all, we really had a royal council meeting last. All I hear is the pressure through Kevin Gates. Whoa! It can either signal death or transformation or change. She scans Glypher's work to see if the author employed tarot cards or any other fictitious murders investigations, but finds nothing. So, not only are they finding out that we're telling the truth through these tarot cards, they are finding out the truth that there's really been some death hits on us beautiful queens and handsome kings. But I Hey, why they trying to put in there fictitiously murder invest? Whoever was trying to report my page talking about it was fake and it was fraudulent. You fucking yourself. Because they said, finds nothing, baby. Nothing that I'm telling the truth. Nothing but the truth. You try writer's block. You're trying to block my gift. You're trying to block me from being the chosen one. You're trying to block me getting this message out. And it's evidence that you're trying to block a true message. Matter of fact, they're going to investigate this video and rewind that. I said everything on this motherfucking card before it came out. That they was trying to block the channel. They was trying to stop. They was fighting up in this motherfucker in the comments on purpose. That is all something. That's why we don't have no monitors. They're doing it on purpose. Trying to get this channel shut down because they don't want the truth out. They're going to remind that, and then they're going to look at this again and be like, damn, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's why I argue with nobody. I ain't been here overnight. I tell everybody, I put my big girl drawers on, but I learned through healing. Every lesson for blessing. Lesson for I knew what was going on. I've been quiet, but for some reason, Ron told me to speak about it because Ron knew what he was finna do. Hey, what message? You can't make this shit up. Oh, baby. There's evidence. There's evidence, beautiful queens and handsome kings. There's evidence that we're gonna there's ways for us. Oh, and you know, if there's a karmic, I put on a community board that I was gonna give legal ways of how beautiful queens and handsome kings can help themselves. So you knew they couldn't wait to report this motherfucking message. And look what Raw said. Report it if you want to. Look what Raw did. Raw said they don't have no. I told them they got a God complex, and look at God showing them. You cannot play God and beautiful queens and handsome kings like no more. Surprised! He said he was, hey, at the beginning. Look at Raw. Look at God embarrassing their ass. Look at God embarrassing their ass. Raw said, look at the bottom. Somebody finna be interrogated too. For that property stolen. For that money stolen. For they finding evidence of the physical and spiritual hits that they putting out on us. For that IP finna be run. That's illegal. That's slander to me. That's defamation of my character, baby. Right? Surprised! You ain't. Bam! Interrogation. How spent our lives, baby. Somebody who needs some answers, baby. Somebody needs some answers. It says Captain Jim interviews dating man. Man tells Edgar was using inside information about Brown's company to undercut him for work. So not only is bitter bitches and bitter buns been reporting me, but it's going to be an investigation that there's another company that was undercutting and using my word, but I ain't say that. I ain't said that in no baby. Y'all opened the whole can. Y'all opened the whole can of respect. What? They don't want to investigate that too. That I've already said it about fake readers and stealing information. Babe, stop. Edgar knew Brown could not compete on cost, and he hired away Brown's architect, who man keeps giving Edgar information for Brown. Then there's also somebody illegally giving information about us beautiful queens and handsome kings to somebody else. Lover, family, friend, business, stranger. Man admits him on money and asks would be the point. Oh, he never paid. Man admits he went to the site to talk to Danny, but he was alive. So also somebody's going to be interrogating my beautiful queens and handsome king, because we have this card before. There's still physical hit on somebody, because it says owed him money and asked what would be the point of killing him if he never got paid. So ain't no honor amongst thieves. Somebody in the group is pointing the finger at somebody else in the group. I also said this at the beginning. There's a trace of evidence that somebody, PI, military, government, somebody being, hey, crooked cop, whoever, crooked lawyer, whoever was helping. Because remember, it says discoveries. That discovery is not going to be just a discovery of family, lover, friend, and business. It's going to be discovery on any fraudulent ass accountant, lawyer. Hey, it's going to be a trace of evidence to go back to that person. And they're going to be removed from motherfucking office when that discovery comes out. And if it's a discovery that comes out, there's another company of or YouTuber or whatever IP business, because it says business. I spoke about one time a business. I wouldn't work for them, and then they start hiring people to steal my information, you know what I'm saying? And start acting like me and with names and all. Then y'all want to try to report Unique and slow down? I like let the beat build. Yeah, y'all had a God complex. Let the beat build. Raw was letting that, let evidence build up on y'all when y'all thought y'all had respect my authority. Okay, South Park. What animation world is y'all? Baby? Whoa! I didn't even know shit was like this in. So that lets you know right there, beautiful queens and handsome kings. These are the CSI cards. So CSI, there is some kind of federal investigator right now that investigating the shit we going through, beautiful queens and handsome kings. You hear me? And there's some investigators. I'd never forget what the FBI officer told me was, I'm not going to disrespect you and say I believe in what you're doing, but I've been around people like you before, and they was always telling the truth. Ah! Woo! Who made a false report talking about they witches, they do dark stuff, they're lying? Somebody make a Grissom. Did somebody, is there Because remember, that's good and bad and all. Y'all know I always say my disclaimer. I ain't got nothing against cops. Just like we don't need no crooked ass cop, military PI, detective in our lives. They don't need it in their system. No. But baby, we all went to spiritual awakening at different times. Grissom was a spiritual detective. This ain't Grissom. What federal officer right now? Welcome, beautiful queen of Hanson King, having that spiritual awakening. You, I ain't gonna. What? What? Woo! Hey, imagine that. Woo! That's gonna be some. Lord, the cards went fly. Somebody mad. They been mad. So, the thief thought they was gonna get away with being a thief and the judge of our life's beautiful queens and handsome kings. Okay. Don't look like that shit working out very well for that motherfucking ass either. Locked up, they won't let me out. No! Don't look like it! Don't look like it! God, that God complex, God said, you're not, I did not give you authority. I did not give you authority to be the judge of a chosen one. Not my chosen beautiful queen and handsome king. Oh no! Now you finna be judged by a real judge, thief. Respect who authority? Oh shit! Ooh, the facts! Y'all know that's the fat badge! What? I told y'all, these bitter bitches and bitter baby! These bitter bitches and bitter bums don't understand the true statement of sometimes you take shit too fucking far. Too far. So you love black magic and you love hoodoo, voodoo, and binding shit ain't working no more. So now you trying to go to, you already illegally stole our money and property and putting hits out on us. You was doing black magic, doing spiritual hits and trying to bind to us, stop our money, stop our life. But now you doing illegal ass shit and trying to make fraud reports on us and shit. Come on now. Stop. Stop! Woo, what's this? Somebody finna be removed from office, cause guess what? Search warrants is going out. This may be some search warrants, cause it said in the tarot reading. Not only did it say in the tarot reading that they finding out, they did some studying. It's shit. They did some studying and saying that these rings is true, but it's also saying if it's true and it's hidden, they're doing another investigation about these deaths, about them putting death hits out on us. And look, they know somebody in the group. Because remember, somebody turned on somebody in the group. There's somebody in protection. There's somebody in protection. There's somebody in protection. Yeah. Here. And Lord, in fire sign, somebody was illegally tapping phones. Now they're illegally tapping our phones. Beautiful queens and handsome kings. And even though I'm not a fire sign, but I'm a cross watcher, you know, so they go, hey, if you got a fire sign in your life, they could be doing that. Or, you know, it could be happening to a fire sign. Guess what? So one of those dummies was the ones that did an illegal report. But they make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Trying to cover up their illegal activity and expose their own illegal activity. Woo! Man, you can't make this shit up. Grissom catches you eating lunch in the crime lab. He reminds you that the lab is a series of sterile workstations, each with own purpose, but all sharing a common goal. Solve crimes, link suspects to crime scene. Crime lab is not a cafeteria. Hold up. Hold up. We're not just talking about them tapping phones. These motherfuckers are stupid. Hold up. Whoa, wait. Whoa. Whoa. You can't make this shit up. But thank you for where all the bitter bitches and bitter bums that tried to illegally. Thank you for all you bitter bitches and bitter bums that illegally tried to turn me in, saying I was making this shit up. you can't eat at the crime lab though. I said make it make sense. He reminds the lab series sterile workstation. No, baby, I'm pure blood. I got a pure heart. I ain't did nothing negative. I stayed pure. I stayed humble. I stayed in. Listen for a blessing. I stayed 10 feet. God got my back. I don't know what day, but God was going to work it all out. Sterile. This platform is pure over here. It's sterile. It's sterile. God's plan works they with their own purpose of sharing common goals. My platform was to talk to other beautiful queens and handsome kings. We shared common goals of healing and stepping in our life purpose after bitter bitches, family, lover, friends, business, strangers stole our property, our money, and put spiritual and physical hits on us. All we've been doing is sharing nothing but love and common sense. Everybody. Solve crimes or link suspects to the crime scene. They mad. They mad. How dare her be exposing us? And other beautiful queens and handsome kings is up on here cheerleading and saying it's true. They're not going to be able to solve crimes together. And look, not only was my doppelgangers and my stalkers and my hackers reporting me, some of y'all's was too. Guess what? Link suspects to the crime scene. The crime lab is not a cafeteria for crooks, okay? It's not cafeteria. You can't eat off our plate twice. You can't come in here. You ate, you bitter bitches and bitter bums ate off of us, stealing our money, our property. Then they was doing spells to stop our prosperity and money from coming in. This platform is not their cafeteria. And this platform is for pure souls to step in their life purpose, to heal, to have learned. It's a lesson for a blessing. See, royalty learned that it wasn't about proving what we knew. It was for healing from what we knew. And look what healing from what we knew. They just proved. And I hope they go back through every video Unique has said. They just proved what I said. As we heal and stand in our spirituality, God will prove everything for us. I said God was giving them bones to stop. They're taking it too far. But no. I'm the thief and the judge of your life. I got a God complex. I choose as a bitter bitch and bitter bum what happens in your life. I choose if you get to be the chosen one or not. God, Ron said, who? Ron said, who? 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 Did I not say, beautiful queens and handsome kings, that we had to learn to pray for Ron to put his guardian angels in the right police officer, in the right judge? Who? Okay, and this person can be, that's going to be embarrassing my beautiful queens and handsome kings. It could be a hairdresser. You could be a hairdresser, or a hairdresser could be involved in this. You know, we all in different city, states, and countries, right? Oh, and it also could be my beautiful queens, and it says owning the shop. They could illegally be laundering money out of this hairdressing shop, or they could be illegally have a hairdressing shop in your name. And this says building into subsidized housing. Fight with City Hall. There's going to be something with a fight at City Hall. And then the second suspect, I ain't looking good. I said it was somebody of legal. Look, it says political junkie. So, this might go deeper. Then lawyer, this could be, oh, I have said the Senate, legislator or senator, they was going to take one down. George was fired from executive assistant the day the woman was reelected as city council. Woo! Oh, crooked ass DNA. Crooked ass DA. crooked ass DA. Crooked ass. There's a lawyer. There's a crooked ass DA. There's a crooked ass DA that's going to be. There's a trace of evidence that's going to remove that motherfucker from office. Hey, political. There's going to be. There's going to be a trace of office. You know, some of these people know people. City council. Hey, prospects. Looking. Political junkie. For the most of his adult life. Fired. Executive assistant. Hey. There's going to be a crooked ass political or DA. DA. Oh, city council too. My guy said also too. City council would also be like, y'all know some of them sheriffs, crooked ass sheriff's office, them racist sheriffs. There's gonna be a chief. You can lose it. City council gonna do. Hey, you gonna be fired. There's gonna be a quick. Remember, we all in different city states and countries. All of the above. You're right. It's gonna be a crooked ass DA. There's gonna be a crooked ass political office. There's gonna be a crooked ass chief at sheriff office. They removing you from office. The Fed's gonna find out that you had enough evidence to help a beautiful queen or handsome king, and you knew about the death threats on a beautiful queen and handsome king. You and the community know, and they're gonna fire you or remove you from office. But I've been saying that when they go back and look, wife, I don't know why I just heard wifey. You better call your mama for come get the motherfucking kids, cause somehow y'all was gonna get unique to shut up. And y'all done reported me so much, y'all done got the thank you. Thank you. Y'all confused? Y'all confused how this shit backfired on you? Because you got a God complex. And maybe you never heard it in layman terms, but you chose to play God in a beautiful queen or handsome king's life. You chose to act like you were divine doing devilish ass shit. No, you was confused that you had that authority. And you was confused that you was going to get away with all this authority. But look what's under it, though. I swear to God, I'm thankful. I'm thankful. They're gonna go back in videos and all too. And I always say, thank your enemy. Thank them. Thank them. They don't know they sending you blessings. Thank them. Thank them. I would not be here. I would not be where I am today without my enemies. Even though they stole me and my baby's money. Even though they stole property. Even though they burnt down property. Even though they done broke windows. Even though they broke into another door. You know what I'm saying? Even though they do scare tactics in the home I'm living in right now with my kids to make me feel like me and my kids are not safe. Thank you. I don't know what fraud, damage, break-in means because the house they broke in has metal bars and you have to have, and it's in a different city, and I can prove that I was in this city when it happened in that city, and you had to have tools to take those bars off the window. So, no. Black and white evidence, proof. No, real proof. Real proof. Real Baby, 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 baby. Woo! Violent escape became known. Look, the battles, the violent escape. The battle, the violent escape of them violently attempting to overpower, killing, wounding, killing, to regain control. It's exposed. It's exposed that since we wouldn't shut up, they were plotting a violent battle to kill a beautiful queen and handsome king to regain control of the situation. Tell them get ready for cell searches. I don't know how often they come, but they're going to... Let it all work out. Hey. You know, because we ain't never wish nobody no... I ain't wish nobody no harm. Look. I ain't finna get in no karma ties. No. I'm not getting in no karma ties with no bitty bitch or butterball. I've had good days and bad days, and it does not feel good like I know it don't feel good to any other beautiful queen or handsome king. To know that bitter bitches and bitter bums not only will steal from you, but to know that they're willing to try to steal you or you and your baby's lives to regain control of you. Well, if I can't get you to shut up and the shut up spells and the scare tactics ain't working no more, you know. Look. And the battle was the armed robbery. Now, tell me this ain't the most... They got a God complex that they not evil, though. Somewhere the devils don't believe that armed robbery. Now, they already robbed us. But now they plan on doing armed robbery. But the armed robbery is supposed to violently kill a bit. Yeah. It's going to be 2 or more people that's supposed to be attacking the beautiful queen or handsome king. Yep. He was recaptured and sent to solitary. Okay. Well, since they couldn't stress you out and mentally break you down, since they couldn't get away with putting poison in your food or drink, and that shit's going to be investigated too. You know what I'm saying? Them symptoms, we might not knew then that we was getting poisoned, but we talking about it now. Yeah, they don't think the feds going to go back and look at them hospital things. Them symptoms is already going to go. And don't let them have been using arsenic and shit in us. It's going to show up in our hair. It never goes nowhere. Black widows. Black widows. Yeah. So since it didn't work, you know, depression and stressing you out and sending entities and demons to make you go mentally insane. And since they couldn't, you know, the suicidal spells didn't work, or the depression to make you want to be a suicide, take yourself out. Since somehow they keep on trying to get you in a position to poison your food and drink, but you won't, you know, go nowhere, or You smart enough not to let nothing be out and drink it and eat it again. Okay. The thief said, I already robbed you once and got away with it. So now I'm going to physically rob you and show you that I control you and I control everything. Now again, this is general. Take what belongs to you, what don't. But they confused. They confused how you healing. They confused why they black magic ain't working on you no more. They confused why they can't bind to you. They confused why even though they keep on trying to slow down your money or your gifts, you keep on standing strong and they keep on going on, right? The company's confused that even though they put all those doppelgangers out there to try to steal your work and be you, that you stayed unique and original, and you kept on going because you know what? When you heal, you learn a spirit. Your spiritual abundance is so much. Woo, baby. Mm. They confused that you was thankful because you knew, raw. You knew your ancestors and your God. You knew God loved you enough. And the more you was thankful, the more God was going to show that confused ass. You can't be a thief and the judge and the authority of a chosen one. Yeah, I don't want to say that. I got to say it though. They said shut about them kidnapped. Some of them even, we got different. They say different cities, states, countries. Beautiful queens and handsome kings. Some of them even set up kidnappings of you or your babies. Talk to regain control. That made me want to cry, so I don't want to stay up in there. But yeah. Some of y'all got a fence. Now that fence could be around your house, your property. You could be in a fence apartment, or they even fence estates, housing. Somebody managed to scale the fence, or again, and okay, it could also be too. I see this laundry, but I don't know why I'm saying laundry. Somebody could have scaled the fence in one of them jobs, you know what I'm saying, that's finna get removed from office by keeping hush, by knowing what you was going through, beautiful queens and handsome kings. They scaled the fence and finna get fired. Woo! Yeah. Somebody wants to recapture control of the situation, beautiful queens and handsome kings. So they either set up a violent armed robbery. It's supposed to be a murder, but they making it look like an armed robbery. You know what I'm saying? They know to make it look like a robbery. They don't. You've talked about lover, family, friends, and business, working with strangers already that stole your money and property. So they can't just do a hit on you and leave everything. That's going to look personal. It's going to make it automatically go back to them. So they got to make it look like an armed robbery. So they're gonna take your purse, or they got to make it look like an armed robbery. Or kidnapping. A kidnapping to escape the charges. So they ransom is, you gonna shut up or sign this piece of paper saying that I didn't take you willingly gave me this shit to keep your life, or get your baby back. That's fucked, babe. Whoa. Mm, mm, mm. These people are evil. And I'm so glad the feds is investigating. Baby, everybody in here. See what their biggest mistake was. Every beautiful queen in here and handsome king in here has an IP, right? So if they report my page and the feds is finding out that I'm telling the truth, you think they ain't investigated y'all IPs to see what's going on in y'all life too? Thank you, bitter bitches and bitter butt. Thank you. Thank you. He's a handsome king. Thank you. This is not a state investigation. This is a federal. Thank you. And company. Not only was you trying to suppress my views, my money, stealing my work, it said it right there. But don't let you been paid by none of these people, because that's a class. That's not just a lawsuit, a defamation of character. That is a beautiful queen and handsome king's class action lawsuit against you that you were stopping them from getting justice too. Whoa! 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 Not letting my channel get out to the right people, for you never know. It's always going to be a stranger that's going to get help. What? I told you. I told you go pay. I told y'all beautiful queens and handsome kings to heal. We didn't know how we was going to get this money back. Where they am? Where they am? Where they am? She can't be that goddamn smart. We keep on saying she don't know nothing. You know. We try to discredit her because she keeps on talking about this Egyptian stuff. Even though the Egyptians, everybody else in the world can use Egyptians, but it's Black History Month. Damn sure African American that is of Egyptian can't talk about Egyptians. Or could it be the group? You know, I'm not going to go too far in it. But, holy man. Pastor! I was fucking with the church's money, and now you finna give us all the church's money? Do your congregation know about this? Do they? I want to know. Do your Jesus know you was trying to stop my money? Because repeat it. Because you know, they said you was going to deny 3 times. God tried to give you the keys. You know, Jesus gave you the keys to the street. Like, there's going to be more like me, healers and seers. I keep on asking you. Ask. Oh. Professor Plum! He's a fearless, archless, with a thirst of adventure, a sudden lack of fun. He says archless, but I heard eagerless. No, we talked about you before. And we was just actually talking about it. Okay. Now, Professor Plum could be anybody, baby. Could be that professional lawyer. That professional politician. That professional chief of sheriff, you know. It could be a professional in our life. A family, lover, friend, or business that knew somebody professionally above, you know. Had a sudden lack of funding. So did they become the professional hitman, or did they professionally turn a blind eye to the beautiful queen and handsome king and let bitter bitches and bitter bum get away and help them get away with illegal shit? A sudden lack of money. That sudden lack of, you ain't seen a sudden lack of money until you fired from office, though. You fired from office, though. What? Because they studying about these cases. A professional plum. Are you going to be that first professional hitman? You know, took a couple dollars because they got life insurance on the beautiful queen and handsome king, and you gonna do the armed robbery because you know when they get the life insurance. It still came out. They studying all the evidence. They said at the beginning, they studying it. They studying. Not only did they study it, when y'all try to downplay me as a gifted, anybody that watches my channel know I don't need these motherfucking tarot cards. This world is a visual world. I say shit before it even fucking comes out. So that was the dumbest shit. I'm really intuitive. I'm really a medium. I'm really a prophet. I have the gift of sight. I see. Anybody that's had a personal reading with me, no, I can tell you shit about your life. Cards can never motherfucking tell you. Anybody. Anything. There's people that come to me for a reading, and our ancestors will go to something totally after. But I wouldn't know if their ancestors didn't tell my ancestors the shit. So if you was trying to discredit anybody because you was a thief, thank you. The last always become the first, baby. 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 There's evidence that y'all gambled. Beautiful queens and handsome kings' lives, not just mine. After beautiful queens and handsome kings life. Baby! All I can remember is one time I said there was ain't no honor amongst thieves, but there was gonna be dark people mad at dark people when they found out. I didn't know this is what they meant, y'all. I didn't. I hear police. I never would have expected that they would take it this far. The bitter bitches and bitter bums trying to stop. That man, you know what? Let's even go back to my beautiful queens and handsome kings. I didn't have all the cards together. It's just been, what, like 3 weeks that my guy said, put all these motherfucking CSI cards together and mean something. Who would have ever thought that these motherfuckers had tarot card reading in there? You can't make this shit up. You can't make it up. And I always thought y'all had a God complex. Ross said, how you gonna choose? Who the hell? I said this at the beginning of I started this show. YouTube wasn't nothing that I signed up to do or wanted to do. Ron told me go find my brothers and sisters that was already in spirituality or stepping into spirituality. He also told me, make sure I remind them, they're beautiful queens and handsome kings. But he was like, do not leave my kings out. Because he knew that this was the decade. He knew that the kings were royal blood. He knew that Horus is the Lord of men. He knew that Horus was coming to make kings gods. The gods that they started, the original blood that they started off to be. He knew. I always say I've been grateful. I know that some speak. There's many that's in here that don't even speak. I know they're there. I say all the time, us beautiful queens and handsome kings. Us beautiful queens, be grateful. They're in here. Their energy. We need it. It's our protection. Even go back to yesterday. I ain't gonna go too far in it, but we definitely hit on it yesterday. That their blood was our protection. Woo! Hey, y'all, that kind of made me emotional. Let me, let me grab one of these. The path. We stayed on our path. Even though it ain't been easy to stay on this path. Even when you do your shadow work and you step in your life purpose, it's still good days and bad days. We just got bored with their tactics. Just because we got bored with their tactics don't ever mean they stopped their tactics of trying to spiritually or physically harm us. We just got bored with shit. And they frustrated and surprised. They frustrated and surprised. That's why we were the chosen beautiful queens and handsome kings. That's why we were the chosen. Healers, star seeds, light workers, divine. That's why we were the chosen ones. Because he knew no matter how much. Let's go to the holy roller. Let's go to the holy man that's really a devil. They knew no matter how much Judah sold his soul, try to sell our soul for 30 pieces of shingle. That we raw blood. We know Jesus didn't carry no cross. We know the original book, Jesus was hung off the tree of life. Ron knew who you was, beautiful queens and handsome kings. He knew even though you was talked about, rocks threw at you, money taken from you, food taken from you, car tampered with, made to look like you was crazy. People victimizing you but acting like the victim. He knew. He knew. Even though they did everything impossible to break your soul, it only shook your soul. You couldn't be broken. And with every bruise and tear and limp and pain, you kept on going. Your faith couldn't shake you off of your path. But they thought they was digging us a hole right up. Not knowing they was digging themselves a hole. And I don't know why I seen this. And I wish somebody stay out that graveyard, baby. I don't know why I keep on seeing somebody gonna pass out in the graveyard. I don't know why I see it. I don't know if it's gonna be. They go. Yes, I do know. Somebody going to somebody's grave. They going to a serial killer grave, right? There's some demons waiting on them to come on up in there. That's all I'm going to say. Woo! Easy choices, right? Easy choices. Going with the flow. A free pass this time. A lazy person. They had a free pass. They got thrown bone after bone. Leave beautiful queen alone. Leave handsome king alone. They're my chosen one. You don't have a right to bind yourself to their gifts. I didn't give you those gifts. You don't have a right to steal their abundance, but bind yourself to them, to steal their spiritual or intellect or their abundance. I didn't give that to you. You don't have a right to try to block, erase, or spiritually or physically take a beautiful queen or handsome king out because you're lazy and binding yourself or blocking theirs, bringing that abundance is an easy choice. They had a free pass. 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 But while they lazy ass was trying to, thought you being the chosen one was the easy way. And they dismissed a free pass this time. They dismissed. They got a bone. Take 200 and pass go. they this time they finna go straight to jail. They dismissed that through all your trials and tribulations, beautiful queens and handsome. You was the chosen one because you continue to go with the flow. Good day, bad day. Spend more bad days than motherfucking good days, but you continued. That crown heavy as fuck, ain't it? That crown heavy as fuck, ain't it? Heavy as fuck. Simba. Did you remember the pride land belongs to you, beautiful queens and handsome kings? I think that's what they forgot. We've always spoke about the lions wasn't just pride land didn't live just off of motherfucking lions. There's all kind of kingdoms. What? What? Remember who you are. Scar, you did everything to make sure. You did everything to make sure. I want more, but I'm here, boo. Let me. And I said, hey. Thank you for the blessing. Woo! Footprints in the snow. Who leaving track? Who leaving traces? Who leaving traces? Get the fuck up out of here, Jot. It's the weekend. I charge $100 for emergency rings. You know. And we in here talking about bitter bitches and bitter bums trying to control people's lives. It's rooted. And I'm rooted. And my ancestors, angels, gods, ancestors sent me here to be a chosen one. My name is Unique and Unapologetic. I'm uniquely going to be who I am, whether it makes you uncomfortable or not. Family, lover, friend, business, or strangers. I stand tall in who I am. I'm emotional and I can't let go. Baby, quit trying to hold on to me. Though it hurts you so, you never let me go. But watch what wrong do to you. Time to say goodbye, baby. All right, 17. Clues from the past. The past is in here right now, leaving clues. They must have not been here in the beginning that said that the feds is watching my channel. Everybody IP, positive and negative. Hold up. Beautiful queen that has some keys. Babe. Okay. Clues from the past. Whoever trying to leave us out in the cold or trying to leave us out in the cold right now, they from the past. They leaving clues. Yeah, leaving clues. Leave them clues. Leave them clues. Look. Footprints in the snow. Learn and vision. Learn and vision, right? Tell me you can make this shit up. Tell me you can make this up. Tell me you can make this shit up. The Department. Yo. Lord, please let them be able to see this. Please let them see it, God. Please. Let me get it. Yo, is it... Can you see it where it says the department? Is it focusing? Please focus. Y'all know how to be on live and don't like to focus. Can y'all see it? The department. The department. Yeah. You can't make this shit up. The department is learning. My visions are true. They come from raw. Somebody from the department is finding out them tarot cards is real true. And they going back and looking for clues from the past, my beautiful queens and handsome. Woo, Lord. You can hate me now. Hey, but I won't stop now. Oh, nah. 17, baby. Clues from the visions. Clues, y'all see it? They learning. Now, that wouldn't be a bitter bitch or bitter bum trying to put their foot in our shoes, is it? They wasn't trying to erase beautiful queens and handsome kings, doppelgangers. Was they trying to put their foot in our shoe, beautiful queens and handsome kings? And what they really finding out is, why they thought they was leaving us out in the cold, the footprints in the snow. It's in my roots, baby. Roots. I've been having these gifts since I was a little 4 years old. I was the wrong person for them to say she lied. Hear different. Yeah, they was really trying, baby. They was really trying to leave us out in the cold. Look. The winter landscape. Look. The winter landscape, baby. And double carrot. Trying to rob us twice. Double carrot. Trying to rob us twice. Already robbed us of our money and property. But since we won't shut up, and since we having raw parties together, speaking about this shit, they plotting violent ass armed robberies on us to gain control back. They had the nerve to try to report beautiful queens and handsome kings. See, let me tell you what their first mistake was. Stalker, you in here, you probably in here quiet. When y'all reported, when you came and you proved, I said, they said truth. It's stranger than fiction. A lot of people didn't want to believe me that a man I ain't spoke to in 10 years was stalking me. But when proof came out, all of a sudden, it went down. Anything happened to me, it's public. You might could have, that was the stupidest stuff they could have did. Was a report to get that taken down. Of course it was going to open a legal investigation because I'm not... They fraudulent for whatever they said was having some of my stuff go down. They thought they had that much authority that it wasn't going to be looked in when I said that my life was in danger. And if anything happened, make sure they go down too. They opened the investigation. Say it again, Earth Empress. But they got a God complex. Maybe they didn't realize it till, they heard it, Sometimes we don't understand stuff until we hear it in layman terms. I don't know. They didn't think they had a God complex choosing. They to stop a chosen one. They didn't understand they was choosing to tell God, I got more authority than you. You chose that beautiful queen and handsome king. But I choose to take control of that beautiful queen and handsome king. They didn't understand they got a God complex. Till they hear it in layman terms, Some of them knew. They're just psychopaths, narcissists, and I'm going to control you by any means. And if my magic and my scare tactics don't work no more... Yeah, I don't even think we had this one before. Let's see what this one's about. Look. Baby. The winner escape. Patience. Look. Ain't no such thing as coincidence. Y'all see I accidentally picked up the wrong card. But I didn't accidentally. Did you have patience no matter what? And went with the flow, beautiful queens and handsome kings, even though they was trying to leave us out in the cold. What? Did you still have patience? What? Woo! Patience. What is the patience? What's the landscape? What's the winter landscape? Look. You still have patience. Even though after they stole your money and your property, they slowing. They said slowing. So they slowing down. They still slow down. You getting justice. Not only did they slow down, you having justice, beautiful queens and handsome kings. They slowed down us having a regular life. Because they was, even though they stole our prosperity, they were still doing things behind the scenes to mess with the money we was making to feed ourselves, whether it was just us, our animals, or us and our kids. They slowed us from having family, friends, and lovers with smear campaigns, love spell, binding spell, you know what I'm saying? Then they was trying to slow us down by, we just had, babe, one day in the last, whatever comes out, it said that they was calling and reporting our jobs trying to get us fired. Look at what, baby! People lie, cars don't lie. but who been watching Unique and then catch on that she says the stuff before God allows the card to come? I speak for God. You think how can I say this? Because God knows I love my gift. Y'all know I love my gift. Y'all know I love being the medium. I love when, y'all know I'm not ashamed, you know. One ancestor might, y'all know I even talk and move ahead. I know they be like, what the hell she looking at who? But y'all know they be moving around. Y'all know we got different ancestors. And don't be playing. Y'all roll them. Sometimes y'all ancestors come in here be talking, hey, I gotta listen. Right? Did we stay patient and on our path and went with the flow? You went with the flow, beautiful queens and handsome kings. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, yeah. This also means less than hope. Less than hope. They beat us down so bad and left us in the cold. We did have less than hope, but we had less than hope that they ever changed who the hell they was. We never got rid of our motherfucking faith in God. We never got rid of our faith in God. That's why we stayed and went on the flow and stayed on our path and knew we was here to break generational curses. The only lesson hope we had was the lesson hoping that they would ever stop being bitter bitches and bitter bums. That's why we got bored with the shit. So are they really saying they feel on the cold now? They feel like they in the cold now. It's snowing on their ass because we done got bored. We done got bored. And when they tried to make us have less than hope, they learning that did not mess with our faith. And we still went with the flow. They said, God, they took material things from me. And yeah, they've been trying to take my life and my soul, but you keep on letting me wake up every day. I don't understand this journey. But just like you made me a chosen one, I choose to keep on going with the flow and walk down this path with you, God. Is that it? Is that what they forgot? Let me find out. Let me find out. Let me find out. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Surprise! Surprise! They might have did a lot. You know, a lot of us beautiful queens and handsome kings, we didn't know it at the beginning. We thought we just was in here our damn self at the beginning. We didn't know our kinship was about us being royalty, beautiful queens and handsome kings, and breaking generational curses, and that it was bigger, that we was healers and of all forms and royal blood. It wasn't about us. We didn't know that our kinship was to hold each other up and keep on walking through this path to heal and do shadow work and step in life purpose. And we know that, hey, there's a beautiful queen in here right now. Yeah, we repeat stuff because God show right now. There's people that's been in here day one. There's beautiful queens and handsome kings that step in here just today. But surprise! They're surprised because they've been able to steal everything from us but our faith. But our faith. And they frustrated. Because when the landscape means this is a professional that comes. You know what I'm saying? Make winter wonderland in your house. Make sure your bushes, your trees, and you know, a landscaper. This is a professional job. They're a professional demon, entity, dark devil. They surprised? Because they're the one that really had less than hope. Instead of when? Do they think we wanted to tell them that we knew what they was doing and giving them a bone? Did they know? Y'all know I use myself as an example all the time. I had to put on my big girl drawers and know that I was supposed to put more busted out. It wasn't about me, because at first I was thinking, I don't want to put a lot of busters out because I don't want to help those bitter bitches and bitter bums do more harm to beautiful queens and handsome kings. And when God said that, if I gave you this gift and told you and showing you these cards to talk to beautiful queens and handsome kings, it ain't about them. If I'm giving them bones for them and they continue they actually landscaped themselves out in the code and didn't have hope. They hope. They showing the less hope they had of faith. That they had control. And now they frustrated. What they frustrated about? They frustrated because they was doing spells on some of us since birth, since elementary school, to block our... It's way bigger than that property in that motherfucking homes. They didn't want us to go down that path of being the chosen one. They didn't want you to step in your life purpose. Because we all know, Jack boy, Jack girl, we got to... Money flows as fast as they steal it, as fast as it goes. Some of them ain't got it all, and some accounts have been froze, but they don't want us to know it. But that's why they didn't put life insurance and policies out on us. Because they got to take back control of the situation. Or they didn't ran out Jack boy, Jack girl. And the more you step out in your life purpose, whether they spent it all or not, the truth gonna come out. They want to be robber and judge of your life. No. They want to choose your path. Because as long as they can bind to your path or block your path, they can always feed off the abundance of your path. Double harvest. We respect it. Look. Not Friday the 13th. Not Black Friday. Not the first massacre they tried to do. Of secret society, of spirituality, of 33s, of masters. You can't master your path, you chosen one. A superstitious person. No! Step on the crack, break the devil's back. No! Not the holy men and holy women. That's really the devil lying, talking about they demons, they devils, they mess with tarot cards, they believe in readings. But they watching the readings with us though. And they been doing magic behind, they throwing stones, doing magic, hiding, throwing stones, hiding their hand, paying for readings to be ahead of us, of our abundance, paying for readings that knew that we was going to stay on our path, that they weren't never going to knock us off, so they had to figure out different tactics. What? Yo! Yeah, baby, this is scary. And y'all know what unique. Y'all know I'm into my shit and my gifts. Yo, my chest is beating so fast, y'all. I got to show you. We're gonna read it together. Does that say mystical and religion? This is 13. Does that say mystical and religion? Who the fuck turned me in? Rewind! Rewind! Holly man, that's the devil. That I just hey, God didn't really give me my gifts. Then I just said, you fake ass religion was trying to knock down our spiritual to get double harvest. But y'all the ones really casting the dark spells and getting rings behind it. Focus, be mindful. Fear, internal, reward. Please, Lord, let it focus in there. Let it focus. Tell me if y'all can see, y'all. He said. Who the fuck turned in our channel? Who? Who? They mad? They big mad? A little mad. They big mad, a little mad. In them medium ass shirts. That we stay focused and mindful. That we was the chosen one. Good days, bad days. Even though they tried to make us lose hope that we was in the code. That we didn't have nobody on our side. And that physically, they were all teaming up against us. Spiritually and physically. That we kept on going with the flow. And focus and being mindful. Good days, bad days. And even though they tried to make us lose hope, only hope we lost was hoping. Only hope we lost was what? That they would. We lost hope if they would ever change, of being cold-hearted, cruel, manipulative, liars, thieves, spiritual or physical killers. Right. We did. We lost hope in them. We lost hope in them because we healed. We healed. And we're beautiful queens and handsome kings. And I always say I never disrespect a beautiful queen or handsome king. But we had to learn that it wasn't that we didn't love ourselves, but we were giving love to bitter bitches and bitter bums that didn't deserve our love. That didn't mind leaving us out in the cold. And we had to snatch that back for ourselves. We needed that. We needed that. Yeah, we lost hope in them. We lost hope in them. We didn't allow them to love. When we healed, we did our shadow work. We went from not abandoned. Abandoned. You niggas abandoned. She's using tarot cards. She lying, talking about they stealing property and house. Baby, I had my gifts since I was 4 years old. My family abandoned. No. They put me in isolation. I lost blood family. But baby, hey, look what he gave me. Hey, look my soul tribe. Look at my soul tribe. Look at my royal family. A raw blood. A raw, different ethnicities. Look at that vibration right there. Who? They leaving somebody in the cold. Look at my son got introduced to a real king. Because in my family, they're boys. They're boys. They're boys. His daddy's an angel. Raw, and his daddy knew. My baby needed a real king. I'm going to have to text or call one day for guidance. I can't do this shit by myself. I can't raise no man by myself. I don't put that hip in that predicament. that? No, my body. They don't always say nothing in here, but amen, unique in a minute. Did we have to overcome the fear? Because see, remember, they wanted to keep on doing scare tactics. And scare tactics don't work no more. How dare you? How dare you keep on wearing your crown? How dare you? So, since the scare tactics and the fear don't work, that they can be thief and judge. And then now, they done found out that they can't even hold over fear no more of you getting it back legally. Because not only did Raw allow us to heal and step in our life purpose and stay on our path, he let a lawyer. Everything I gave that information came from a lawyer. A probate lawyer, too. A lawyer that that does this stuff in the court. A inheritance lawyer gave us that information, baby. Not only y'all getting eternal rewards. Y'all getting eternal rewards for standing on your life path. Y'all getting eternal rewards. Not only are we getting eternal rewards spiritually, but we getting eternal reward to get. God ain't lied to us about nothing on here. Who would have thought that we would stand 10 toes down and keep on growing and healing together? That somebody was eternally trying to stop us from having these meetings. Now there's an internal investigation with the feds. And whatever, not only was it my stalkers, whether it was lover, family, friend, business, some of them was y'all stalkers too. I've always said don't take my energy in vain, because I don't just get attacked by my people, by other spiritualists. For some of y'all people did some shit too. Make her shut up, or make beautiful queen and handsome king quit going to her page. Yeah. Some of y'all enemies have unsubscribed y'all, blocked y'all. But I can't. But, yo. Woo. They thought they was going to get double harvest. And, hey, fear. So now they got the armed robbery or kidnap. Because they trying to do whatever they can to gain control again. Because they fear. They the one really fearing the judgment. Say it again. Because they really the ones that fear judgment. And whatever companies, that was hiring doppelgangers, stealing my word, trying to stop my word. I've been telling you for months, baby. You know people. I I kept on saying, you know, people hide. I know somebody hiding you. I said, they said yesterday that it was a sacred, beloved meeting. Get rid of it. It was not a reading. It was a royal count. The first thing I turned on YouTube, it said, the terrorist, ISIS, the leader, committed suicide bomb. That was, I said, whether you was benevolent or foe. That was, if you are black, because it don't matter if you Egyptian, the shaman, the live, they said don't go into all of them because, okay, because it's fine. It's fine. No. It all still goes back to the Egyptians. They all, started work, whatever, Because I think people get twisted when we be talking about royal blood. That no. I talk about Egyptian, but anybody do their homework knows it all goes back to. But if that wasn't confirmation for benevolent or foes, that they couldn't take our place, they was committing spiritual suicide. And that Bible, it's been like TikTok. Time is up. Time is up. Time is up. Beautiful queens and handsome queens are leaders. We see the big picture. We see the big picture. It didn't feel good. It didn't feel good. It shows. It shows. It shows. We was left in the cold. We was left in the cold. But we seen the big picture. We seen the big picture. Go with the flow. Good days, bad days. We spoke about it several times. A lesson for a blessing. It was to teach us that we had to learn to counterclock. We didn't understand it at the beginning. It wasn't happening to us. It was happening for us. Now, we understand that at the beginning. Sure, we was hurt. We ain't deserved not one thing we motherfucking been through. We have not deserved it. But that's why we're the chosen ones. Because God knew we were strong enough to survive it and stay on the path. Stay on the path. In prison, to whose mind? In prison, who mind but they own? In prison, who mind but they own? Because they go to motherfucking jail. Who? We're gonna bind you. We're gonna keep on gambling and playing games for control. Game, hey, bro, straight bitches. You write evidence right on your ass for all the games, the gambling. Get the words out, unique. Did you have compassion and willpower and know that you're the king and queen? And there was gonna be road bumpers, but you had to have the willpower to run. It was already written on your path for them road bumps. Ride over them motherfuckers. And now the police, the feds is finna ride on up on some. No. Woo! Anybody knows? We know our 4 stages of kings and queens, right? Off with their motherfucking head. You know the truth. Stand in your truth. That you standing in your truth. That justice truth of law. That they started this fucking investigation. They started with fraudulent ass reports. Because they thought they fraudulent reports would keep shit in the dark and keep, but that's why the police come to see their ass. The police see it now, beautiful and handsome kings, you the leader. They see the big picture. They see the big picture. That you really was robbed. Us, all of us, we was robbed. Materially, spiritually, and some of them was trying to take us out physically. That the investigation went from not only because it said why they was trying to leave us out in the motherfucking cold, trying to put their foot in our shoe. Don't try to put your foot in the shoe that don't motherfucking fit. Did they leave motherfucking tracks and footprints in the snow? Huh? 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 Did the evil stepsisters? Huh? Huh? Because we, what's it called? Rapunzel. We know Cinderella's story actually goes all the way back to the Egyptians, right? It was already written, you royal blood, you was the chosen one. To be mistreated, your shit, you know, your shit to be taken from by enemies. Them to treat you like you was a slave. But you still gonna end up in, there it is. That was all, that's the, Cinderella actually started in the Egyptian. Royal blood. It was already written. It was already written. The castle's still yours. Darkies. No. Don't turn your back on me. Don't turn your back on me and have rapid growth and look over the horizon and stay on your path. No, don't stay on your path. Don't keep on going on your journey. Don't keep on looking. No. Let me be a player. Let me love bomb you and trauma bond you. Let me war with you and your emotions. No, let me come back in and love bomb you. No, let me come back in and trauma bond you and put you in fear. No, let me war. Let me keep on playing. Let me make it out to the world that I'm an angel and I'm the victim, even though I'm victimizing you, beautiful queens and handsome queens. No. Don't stay on your path. Don't go with the flow. Because see, when, don't heal. Don't know that cup is just about, it ain't just about emotions, it's about intuition. Don't you dare use your intuition against me. I want to continue love bombing you and trauma bombing you. I got to keep on acting like the victim to the world, even though I'm victimizing you. Because see, the world looks at me as an angel. I make the world look at you, beautiful queen and handsome king, as some dark, demonic person. Because my religion outshines your spirituality. They don't know I be throwing stones and hiding hands. My religion. Look at her doing that devilish ass stuff. A tarot card reader. No, baby, I'm not a tarot card reader. This world is a visual. I use cards. I don't need them. I speak everything before a card come out. Raw love me that much. It's just, this is the count. We know. I love it. That Raw puts stuff in my mouth and I bring it out. But he let these cards fall for confirmation for beautiful queens and answer queens. But now in that religion book is said there was still gonna be seers, prophets. mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. No. Don't look at you. You're never supposed to use that cup of intuition. You're supposed to let them keep on night in and out of your life and warn what you love, bombing and trauma bonding you, lover, family, friend, business. Because the world look at them as an angel. The world look at them as an angel. Ain't nobody gonna believe they really been trying to put a death to you, calling the motherfucking death angel. Ain't nobody gonna believe they been really calling the death angel because they been victimizing. The world look at them as an angel. Ain't nobody gonna believe they put you in situations for you not to have recovery, not to have hope. Even though they stole your money and property, they were still throwing stones and high hands to stop your property, to stop your prosperity. They weren't just trying to stop my channel. They've been trying to stop y'all from having work too. To feed yourself, pay your bills, or take care of your babies. What? No. You can't allow Raw to show you the truth. That we all royal blood and we all stand together and all these nations are supposed to stand together. That it didn't matter if it was my job to come back and get my brothers and sisters for us to stand as one. Because we all leaders. We all beautiful queens. We all handsome kings. And it was time for us to see the big picture because this is the decade for us not only to be healers in abundance and be prosperity. And it's okay for you to be unique, handsome, and beautiful kings. And be unapologetic about it. But it would really illuminate what's been going on that they really been doing. They really been the ones. Roots and Santa Mantras and this is the death angel. This is the death angel. Santa Mantra is the boo-haws and the dark witches and the dark entities and the what? What? It is upside down. So that it's remember the first card said, "Woo, I never, baby." Remember, they brought this evidence because remember they was writer's block. They was blocking the truth. They was blocking the truth. But what I say? Tarot card. They were trying to block the truth. We was the evil ones though. Because we read tarot. Tarot is not. Tarot is to anybody that really got spiritual gifts know that tarot cards are an intuitive tool. It's just an intuitive tool. If you really got gifts, all it does is increase your intuition. It helps you grow. I say it. The guides tell me what it said. Then I say it out loud. And Raw, like he gave me the gifts to say it to me, allows the cards to come out. They're an intuitive tool of confirmation. Yeah, that's what your ancestors are saying to you. That's what your gods are saying to you. That's what God is saying to you. They thought if they lie and report the channel, that it would get shut down. And it would put a death to me exposing them. For me not to have no recovery. For them to get away with not only stealing my money, my kids' money, the property, messing up with other properties, but they also thought they was going to stop my business on YouTube just to take everything from me and my kids. So they was making fraudulent reports. Fraudulent reports that I'm evil. I'm doing dark stuff. So they could be a death. Because remember, the thief wanted to be the judge too. Not only did they want to be the thief and the judge to get away with stealing our money and homes, but they also wanted to be a thief and be the judge with a God complex and try to prove we not the chosen ones and control our gifts. So if I keep on fraudulently reporting her channel, beautiful queens and handsome kings, because my energy is just not up in here. Y'all liking, comment, that put y'all energy in here too, to allow ancestors to allow me to pull what's going on with you, beautiful queens and handsome kings. So they thought, the thief thought they was gonna steal our joy, steal us, put a death. They wanted us to go back to abandonment and feeling like we didn't have anybody. How dare we heal, do our shadow work, and be comfortable with them not being in our life no more? To be players, lover, family, friend, and business. But we all right. With our soul tribe, we're standing tall. No, I got to get rid of beautiful queens and handsome kings soul tribe because they stand on their path. And we're trying to get them to lose our fucking hope. Because we want their path. What? Or is this the thief that's saying, before I get judged since I left footprints in the snow, that since they've been jack boy, jack girls, and they already overspent the money, the money then got froze, accounts, you know what I'm saying? That some just greedy and put life insurance on us. But then reporting the channel, not only reported that they learning that I'm telling the truth through these readings, but it made a further investigation that said it's been exposed that I done talked on this channel about hitmen, that they finding out about some deaths too. And they finna have an interrogation. Death's upside down. It's finna find out. It's finna be found out. It's finna be found out about the spiritual deaths. Yeah, the IPs is running back. Remember, the dummies was tapping our phones illegally, like, and then reporting us like that shit wasn't gonna go back. Making fraudulent. They just weren't making fraudulent reports on me. They make fraudulent reports on you too, beautiful queens and handsome kings. That they finding out about black magic, and they finding out about hitman. What? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. They always said these motherfuckers were so smart they dumb, right? But they always knew if you stayed on your path, new venture, new opportunity, new prosperity. What? They want double harvest. They want double harvest. They got to, no. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Remember, we had to learn. It's bigger. We had to learn that was bigger than the property and the money. We had to learn that God allowed those bitter bitches and bitter bums to steal our property and money because it was going to keep us on the path of knowing that we are the chosen beautiful queens and handsome kings. And to step in our life purpose. That our raw blood is the abundance. I always said, heal. Some of us gonna get our property and money back. Some of us are gonna get double. Us healing, us standing on our path. An inheritance lawyer. That information came from an inheritance lawyer. I've been asked that question many times. How we gonna get? I didn't know. I didn't know till the other day. But if you go back and look, that's the same thing that happened to Britney Spears too. She accidentally bumped into. Oh man, my guy said go back. Britney Spears accidentally bumped into her lawyer having fucking lunch. Look, y'all, my guy said, go back. Where's the car? Y'all gotta find the car because then they say cafeteria. Don't eat in the lab. Don't eat in lab. Cafeteria. Even if you go back, I've been saying that it was going to be a stranger out of nowhere that was going to help us. I don't know that lawyer. But I also say Archangel Raphael comes in human form. I know wrong. I know I believe. You know. I know geniuses are the angels, you know. What? That can't be all 12 signs. That can't be all beautiful queens and handsome. That can't be raw illuminating. That raw blood is that. Raw blood. We're going to come together. Y'all know I don't do many love readings. But it didn't say that he was going to bring all the royalties together. Because some of our ancestors already talked in the realms that they was going to hook us up together. Because guess what? It got deeper. Some of my royal family got gifts that your royal family don't got. But what our kids and grandkids going? And they knew we was going to stay on the path. And our kids and our nieces and nephews and our grandkids weren't going to have no spiritual awakening like us. Because we wasn't going to be scared to tell our babies, yeah, you have them visions. Yeah, you have them dreams. You was going to be like, me, we going to teach our babies. No, listen to this book of thought. No, I don't give a damn. No, but you're going to take. Took me 10 days to read the book of thought with my baby. We go about it at 30 minutes. Let's read part of it together. You think they won today? Nah. But it kept on getting interesting and interesting. You know, they knew, beautiful queens and handsome kings, what you was, they knew you was gonna break generational curses. They knew. And it don't matter if you're spiritual or religious. It does not matter on this channel. You know, as long as you ain't the holy devil. So, you know what I'm saying? Some of them too, they looking and they listening. That's why they was reporting and stuff. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for approving. No, I'm not confused. I'm not crazy. I'm not mental. Thank you for approving. I ain't confused about the shit I hear. That shit's real, you know. Happiness and illumination is ours, beautiful queens and handsome. Not only is ours, it's also illuminating. It's also illuminating some shit they didn't want to illuminate because they thought they was going to get rid of us and then there wasn't going to be no recovery. Woo! I love you, beautiful queens and handsome kings. You know what? I'm glad. I can't help but to laugh at their asses. I can't. I can't. Some of us, the Egyptian got the Indians. Them Indians said, them shaman, they said. Y'all call who? Y'all call who? When we royalty at death ceremonies, they call who? They call who? They call who? Oh. They mad because Unique has said that they didn't realize. But are they realizing now that they started the spiritual war they didn't motherfucking want to start? Because ancestors is, the ancestors is tearing ass. Who? Ancestors said, I said it wasn't just about the Egyptians, them shamans, the Mexicans, them Russians, them all shaman blood, baby. Indians, Mexicans, Arabs, Russians, shaman blood, baby. Little raw blood. Albino, Australians, raw blood. Shaman. Well, them shaman said we control all death rituals. Who the fuck they call? What black magic? Who? We gonna show. Oh, they want to call the death angel. They want to call death angel. When some of our ancestors is guardian angels and that. They said, you right. You right. You right. You right. We're tired of you giving beautiful queens and handsome kings anxiety and sleepless nights. Man, somehow, landscape ain't just out in the cold. Remember, a landscaper is the one that, this is a professional person to make sure your yard looks good, looks nice. Your trees are trimmed, your lights are hung. If it's in the summertime, you know what I'm saying. Your bushes are cut. Your yard is low, you know. Cut the grass off, the snakes. But no. They thought they was going to landscape for you not to have. They was going to take away all your motherfucking hope. All your hope. All your hope. And then they was doing them graveyard spells. They was calling on them demons and enemies with that graveyard dirt. So, see the mattress? Now, I ain't the one to gossip or nothing. And they try to flag, she just talks about Egyptian blood. That's all she talks about. She's a racist. She just thinks that Egyptian blood don't realize, no, baby, I've always spoke about there's more than royal blood. But if you're about that shit and the royal blood, it all goes, they all work at the beginning. All of them work together. And we're all calling back all royal families back together. Because when they was working together, it wasn't this fucked up in this world. And it was already wrote in the Aquarius decade that we was all going to come back together anyway. Baby. Russia, baby. Those are shaman bloods too. Look. I didn't want to gossip nothing. Are they in despair? Because you ain't in this. They ain't in despair because your ass is bored with their motherfucking tactics now. They not in despair. They not in despair. They not in despair. No. You bored because you got used to. They're going to always be a bitter bitch and bitter bum. I mean, they signed this contract. They ain't never tried to stop stealing from you spiritually or physically before. Look, now, not only did they steal our money and our property, but now they're trying to steal our jobs from us. So we can be broke. And they're trying to steal our life spiritually and physically. They're in despair because you're bored. And they scared tactic. It said fear. They can't put fear in you no more. That they got control. They always have. Hey, you didn't have nobody. You don't have no family or friends. You don't have nobody. You ain't got that. There's not fear in you no more. That you got royal family. Oh hell no! I got to report that motherfucking page so I can get it cut off. So they don't have no family no more. No, they supposed to be by themselves. We put a death for them having anybody. You bored? You ain't in anxiety no more. And now they in despair. They in despair. They in despair. They in despair. Because the death angel know the truth. The death angel know the truth. The death angel know the truth. The demons and entities ain't bothering you. You ain't got nightmares and you ain't scared no more. You know they gonna, hey, you know they gonna, you know they not finna change. But they're not telling that graveyard. There's gonna be something there in that motherfucker that's gonna scare their ass and be ready to snatch them on down. I ain't the one. They're so smart. They're not so smart they done that they didn't realize. They went from trying to landscape us being out in the cold, had the perfect plan of us being down in the cold. That didn't work. That they were just going to burn down our whole foundation, homes, jobs. Fuck it. I'm going to burn down everything you believe in so I can take back control. That they didn't know they was creating their own motherfucking terror and I brought all them skeletons out. No. They brought their own skeletons out. They brought their own skeletons out. But they kept on gambling, playing games, playing pool, at the bar, at the club. Bet you I danced the whole song, Don't Spill It. Oh. No. They didn't strike the pool bar. They didn't strike it. They didn't strike it. They're not as... They play too many motherfucking games. Whether it was at the club playing games or at the motherfucking casino. You know, look at the money. Look at the money. They played too many games. They gambled. They gambled all these games that they was going to have control and they could keep on playing games. And if this game, that they didn't realize that they was going to strike. They were going to strike. And making fraudulent evidence on assumptions of us brought out evidence about their games that they was playing. Yo, I know whoever right now, I don't know who this foe is. Family, lover, friend, business. We do know it's a company for sure. But we also know there's family, lover. Who would have thought them reporting the tarot card readings would bring out? We bring out the truth. Not only did they steal our money, because they said it, learn. There's a police officer that there's somebody that learned these cards or paid somebody that knew about these cards to prove, no, this shit is true. Or go back and listen to it. She's saying it before it come out. And that card do go with what she's saying. That it also brought out past clues if they really stole the money and the property, but it's also brought out some clues that they've been doing dark magic. They've been doing putting hits spiritually and physically, or hitmen out on us. No. Not the double harvesters. Not the holy man. That's really a devil. They tried to put it out that we was dark and it's coming out. About the mystical and the religion. Double jeopardy. Double jeopardy. Double jeopardy. Double jeopardy. You cannot assassinate our character twice, baby. You cannot assassinate. Where's it at, Lord? Yeah, I know I'll never keep up with nothing. You can't be robber and thief. That's double jeopardy. You can't assassinate us and charge us twice with lies. You played. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, but I've never been busted before. I'm always gonna get away with it. I've never been busted before. I'm always. You play double jeopardy. You play double jeopardy, baby. They play double jeopardy. They got away with warring against us before. Love bombing, trauma bonding, glamour spells, invisible spells. You know, they wasn't just doing glamour spells on us. They was doing glamour spells on the police department and sympathy spells and other spells on other people for us. And you know, they was doing invisible spells, that they was the one that was really victimizing us. You know, they was acting like they was the angel and they was the victim. You know, they were doing invisible spells to the police departments and the lawyers and the courts and the judge, and slow down court. You know, they was doing them court cases, slow down court. Don't let them get justice. You know, you can't. They thought they was gonna be so smart. They dumb. They play double jeopardy. You can't assassinate our character twice. And I keep on acting like you're the angel when you're really the player and victimizing us. But see, they all they thought about was war. They didn't realize that this cup wasn't just about emotions. It was about intuition. But see, they wanted to play double jeopardy. They wanted us to be in fear that we was never going to get legal justice. Nobody was ever going to tell us how to legally get our money and property back. And I played angel and victimized Beautiful Queen and Handsome King before and stole their money and property from life insurance, will, inheritance, estates, property, that I'm going to get double harvest. Now I'm going to report them and get them fired from their job, get them fired from their platforms, you know. Make them out evil, throw stones, hide my hand. I'm religion. They're mystical, they're spiritual. They're the devils. Tarot cards is demonizing. And yeah, I'm going to put it. Not really. So smart they dumb. So smart they dumb. You can't assassinate. You can't be robber and judge twice. That them trying to play double jeopardy. Look what happened. 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 They walked up in the crime lab though, right? Look what happened. Look what happened. All the fraudulent CPS, police, IPs, dumbasses, illegally tapping our phone and tracking us and then reporting us on the same. I mean, make it make sense. make it make sense. They're making so many fraudulent reports that they didn't know that they opened up a real report on their ass. And they just knew we're going to leave them out in the code. We're going to leave them out in the code. We got control of this. We landscape. I've landscaped. I'm a professional. I'm a professional of leaving people in the code. They landscape leaving us out in the code. They always going to be 2 steps ahead of us because they're trying to put their foot in the shoe that don't motherfucking fit. That they left footprints and making false allegations against beautiful queens and handsome kings. Let the investigation find past clues of the past of them playing, being a thief and a judge in our life. Greed always takes somebody out. Greed. 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 They didn't open that. They didn't open the investigation against their motherfucking self. Making fraudulent investigations against the that are open. Not only did it bring up past clues, the feds is finding out about that black magic and them hitmen too, that they was trying to put a death to us. That it gonna be no recovery in this investigation, because but they don't believe. They had a God complex. They had a God complex. Yeah. They had, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's finna be found out. It, evidence is being studied. It's being studied. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. They violently was putting battles in. After they materially stole from you illegally through the system of your money and property, they put out hits for beautiful queens and handsome kings, you or your kids, to be kidnapped, or armed robbery to be staged as a murder. What? What? Surprise! That fraudulent, look. That fraudulent report, that fraudulent report of beautiful queens and handsome kings, of their jobs, of their platforms, to police, made some cops be curious, especially on my platform, baby. It said tarot card. Y'all made a cop be curious about tarot cards? Like, is it true? Let me look. You started off with this one, we're going to leave you. It said you was going to be embarrassed. You're going to be embarrassed. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Who really going to be embarrassed is whoever city council finna remove from office that turned a blind eye or was involved. Because it's coming out. It's coming out. It's coming out about the laundering. It's coming about the laundering and the housing. It's coming out about the laundering of the hairdresser, or what did it say? The shop. Working with others and finally owning the own shop. And that something is they got something downtown in a Beautiful Queen and Handsome King's name. Or if they ain't got it in your name, Beautiful Queens and Handsome Kings, they got some kind of shop downtown. They laundering your money from the bank. Mm-hmm. It could even be that laundromat, because we keep on bringing up laundromat. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Look at that. Look at the detective hat. Them reports made a police officer curious. Like, let me study all this. This something ain't making sense. Something ain't making sense. But they landscape though. How was they was gonna leave us out in the cold? The landscape is what? No hope. They landscape how we wasn't gonna have no hope. And that motherfucker Brought up past clues, boo. Discoveries are past clues. Discoveries that beautiful queens and handsome kings, it says. Stir. Stir. Crime that. Stir. That's clean. They discuss. Hey, that's a discovery that beautiful queens and handsome kings are really pure. They are pure soul. That even though the truth is stranger than fiction, it's fucking truth. That they been needing help for years. And y'all been putting, bitter bitches and bitter bums have been putting us in danger mentally, spiritually, and physically, and getting away with it. Yeah. They was acting kind, but nothing was really kind about their ass. No, they not upset, is they? No. Who they mad at? Themselves? Who they mad at themselves? Because they brought this out. They brought this out. They brought this out. They brought this out. Yeah. They thought they would always be able to sympathy spell, love spell. They thought this shit would always work. It's always gonna work. I got control. What they celebrating? Double jeopardy? That Raw gave them enough rope to trip and hang themselves? No, they always got control. No. We always knew they weren't supposed to be part of our legacy, and they was greedy and they was stealing. No double harvest of this theft, of this betrayal, of this deception. No. If they was paying attention, there was always a guardian watching and was going to tell on their ass anyway, but they weren't. Yep. Look, let me get out of here. You can't teach a fool not to be a fool. And it's time for them to take responsibility for all the burdens. And whoever was part of that pyramid scheme, you know, that money laundering with this company downtown, with whoever official that they said the city council finna fire your ass because you knew that a beautiful queen and handsome king was going through all these burdens, but you got paid. I don't know, Professor Plum, if you the professor that did it because you had a lack of funds, that's why you did it. Or when the feds charge your ass and the city fire you, you gonna have a lack of funds, just like beautiful queens and handsome kings live. You was all right with beautiful queens and handsome kings living in danger and having a lack of funds. You can't make this shit up. Next time, company, you want to steal or report a tarot card reader. Matter of fact, they're going to find out that I really got gifts. But your company, the people, the doppelgangers you hired to steal my information are the tarot card readers. They're the ones that learn the cards and, you know. Don't think they're not going to get tested. It's going to be found out that none of them have no real intuitive gifts. That cards don't lie. That they're not going to be able to tell nothing past those cards. But we thankful though. We thankful. Shit. Hey, they're going to investigate. Somebody's going to take the time to go back and look. I always said, heal beautiful queens and handsome kings. We didn't know. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? I'm going to get young. What, this company? Defamation of character? But beautiful queens and handsome king, not only is going to be defamation of character, but we also got a class act suit against this company because they were slowing down my views and report. You're trying to... What? What? Who confused? Thank you. Thank you for not being kind. I don't take it personal. I don't take it personal. Look. Thank you. Not for me, God. You upset? You upset? Because you're finding out what you thought was going to hurt me was actually helpful? Who thought they was taking away from my damn thumbs up? And they... Good night, beautiful queens and handsome king. My phone finna go dead. I've been saying good night. You know what? You know I can't even lie no more. Say I'm be on here for a minute. Fridays, we be on here 3-4 hours. But it was more cards than us preaching tonight. Baby! We want to call this double... This is actually double jeopardy. They tried to play double jeopardy. Double jeopardy. Man, I'm gonna go watch the movie Double Jeopardy. I gotta watch the movie Double Jeopardy. Stole from us, try to put us in illegally, judge us, put us in prison, assassinate, murder our character. Fake their deaths. Calling Sandra Mutin the death angel on. Well, somebody pissed. They trying to figure out how the fuck. They confused. Like, how the fuck did this turn around and help a beautiful great ass? Woo! They upset. It backfired. Good luck. They made their bed. Time for laying it. And shit. This is a total ass busted. This turned a whole nother page. This turned a whole nother page. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. From when I started Clue. From the first time Rod told me, pick up them Clue cards. You know what's going on. Use them. So when he took me to this, I was saying, like, yeah, we got some different cards. Every card. That's why when people, which cards you use? What cards did your ancestors take you to? What cards did your ancestors say? I'm going to speak to you through. Which ones? Which ones? Which ones? Please report tonight. Thank you. Thank you in advance. Beautiful princess.